Happy Friday again, everybody. So this is vlog number 2 of 2 because I didn't do one last Friday. So what I want to talk about now is a class that I'm taking through Central this quarter. It's called Devising, and basically the class is all about taking a topic and creating a show based around that topic. The topic is already chosen for us at the beginning of the quarter. And what we're doing is there is a punk rock group in Russia named Riot, and they were thrown in jail 2 years ago because they went into a church in Russia, which are scary places already, personally. But they had colorful ski masks on, dresses, which are considered inappropriate clothing in Russia, mind you. And they sang punk rock music that was very politically charged. These people, these women, it is all women in Riot. They are very politically charged, and they are very against Vladimir Putin, who's currently the president of Russia, and is projected to be the president until 2024, which is a long time to be president, okay? One of the biggest things about his regime, if you will, is that he is very big on traditional gender roles for women. This is bad for a lot of reasons. For those of you who don't know, Russia is still a very new country. I mean, yes, Russia, the area, has been there for a long time, but the Soviet Union collapsed about 20 years ago or so, and then Russia basically had to start fresh. So they really are still an emerging country, all things considered. These women were put in jail for really no good reason. In fact, if I recall correctly, the exact reason they were put into jail is because they were basically dressed inappropriately in a church performing music. That really is their crime. Here, that would just kind of be laughable. It would end up on YouTube for people to think was hilarious. But, yeah, so we get to make a show about these punk rockers who really are just making music that's gonna shake up the system a little bit, you know? I mean, they're just women wanting better rights in their country, which in America is really, really good. But in Russia, there's a lot of people that really don't like that idea very much. And a lot of it is the very traditional, older citizens of the country. These women actually just got released from prison a couple months ago, I think either in November or December, and they would have been released in March, but they were released on amnesty. And the reason they were let out, not all prisoners were let out, it was just a select few that were let out on amnesty. The reason they were let out is because the Olympic Games are happening in Russia. That's the only reason why their sentence got docked of 3 months, basically. Because Russia didn't want to look bad when they wanted people to come and see the Winter Olympics in their country. Bottom line. I guess it makes sense, but it's still pretty sleazy. They shouldn't have been in jail in the first place, personally, but it is what it is. So, if you want to hear more about Riot, I would be more than willing to talk more about it. I have to do a lot more research anyways, but you should definitely check them out, and I will keep you up to date on what's happening with the show. In the meantime, stay classy, and I'll catch y'all next Friday.